Okay,
What is this?
let me make sure that I point to the right thing here. Screen share. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make believe that this is a contest and we've reviewed it. Show and tell. Red door, Michelle.
Oh, that's lovely.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, you have a nice simple lines, the pop of the red color. It really shows, it makes you want to feel like you're going into the picture.
Yeah. Really lovely.
Really nice, Michelle. Venetian. Mary, you had this one before, didn't you?
This was online during the pandemic.
Also a nice shot with the,
And when Sandy had those pages and we all submitted photos, I think I used it in that.
oh, I don't remember.
Remember,
but
we had the website?
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah,
we
yes, Horace-
we did some stuff a little bit like a lot of the photos that Dan does. It might have been mundane to interesting, something.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you
we
have
did
nice-
that, and you may have seen it there.
You have nice leading lines that could be vertical, horizontal, diagonal. And this, you have the shadows as well as the lines on the diagonal of the Venetians. And also black and white is very dramatic, is very good. So if you had converted this all black and white, it may have even popped a little bit more. But I like the sepia colors.
Flow, rust painting.
I look at this and I think this is more close-up than minimalism.
But they go together. I think there's a lot that can be said for both. It shows you it's a door. It's a rusted door, and if you go back to looking at, there's another one that is in my link page of rusted images. There's a lot to be said for rust and simplicity and minimalism, and I think this fits the bill.
Sandy, would you say with minimalism, I'm getting like Mark, I can't say it. Minimalism that you trying to, because I don't have a great understanding of it either, but that you've got like one main, I don't want to say subject, but one main thing in the picture, and the rest of the kind of like I can't put it the right way, kind of blends into the background.
Well, yeah, and you could either have the bokeh effect of the background, or the idea of the minimalism is to focus in and not have a lot of extraneous things.
But it's
Like-
like that
it makes-
one thing stands out, like in
Stands
that last photo,
Right. It
the
was the handle.
background was not out of focus. The door or whatever that part of the car was, you could see it in pretty much detail, but there really wasn't anything to it.
Right.
And there were different colors in it. It wasn't like it was all one color, green or red. But yet the handle stands out because the rest kind of has nothing that pops out at you or grabs you.
Because your eye
So-
goes to the handle.
Yeah, if you can go back to that one, Mark.
Let's see.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, well, the problem is I'm gonna try to go back.
There you go. Like it's got like yellows and reds, but it all kind of like nothing grabs you specifically, but the handle does.
Well, the
So, I
handle
mean, is that the idea of minimalism? That
texture, it has a lot of, on the handle, you have a lot of texture more so than in other areas.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's.
but your eye goes to the
Well,
handle.
right? But what I'm getting at is that the rest of it is not out of focus. You can see it. It's got detail on it. You can see the scratches and a little bit of color and stuff, but nothing there grabs you.
Right.
So is
because
that
it's
the
like
idea of
dead
minimalism,
space.
that there's like one
Yeah.
thing that grabs your eye?
I think that's how, I think it fits, yeah.
And it's all, the rest of it, the color in this one has color, but if it were black and white, the other would be, the handle would be the main focus. The rest would be like dead space. But.
Yeah,
But it-
maybe that's a good way of putting it, dead
they-
space, even though you can see it clearly, you know, but
It's
okay,
negative space, negative space.
Negative,
It's
that's
not
a
still-
better word, negative
Yeah,
space.
negative space,
okay, okay.
yeah.
All right, thanks.
Okay, back to Harvey J's.
I would say if I would consider this minimalism, I would have taken out dark black leaves and left the center, or left the leaves a little bit more and not so much, not the center. There's too much in here for me to consider this what would be a minimalism photo.
Are you talking about those front leaves that are hanging down?
On the top and on the right-hand side, yeah.
Oh, I
black.
see, okay.
Because they don't, the one on the right don't add, I don't think it adds enough to the photograph for it to be there. It, you know, but if it was just that, and maybe a little bit more, and not the center image, it may be considered minimalism, or reverse, have just the center image. I like that tree and the,
Yes,
the
Is
leaves.
that a tree or leaf?
A leaf.
It's a leaf. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Leaf, really? It's a leaf, it's not a tree.
would this be considered low key?
No,
No.
Oh,
You don't think, no?
also contrast is also part of it, you know, having contrast, black and white contrast. Again, I think those diagonal lines, I mean, it all leads into the center, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on minimalism. I did the research, but whatever. But for me to say that this was strictly minimalism, anybody else have any feeling about it? Or whose is this? Harvey.
Harvey J's, Harvey
Yeah.
Joseph's name.
Give me some feedback from you.
I agree with you. To me,
Oh, Harvey's not here.
No, he's not.
oh, he's
Oh.
not
I
here.
thought he was here.
Birnbaum's here.
Harvey B is here. I would,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think there's too much in the picture.
For it to be minimalism, because
Uh,
you know,
Without
you're always
this-
moving all around. It's not being focused on one thing.
No, that is a tree, not a leaf.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a tree.
yeah, that's what I thought.
I think
looking
it's a
up.
tree.
Yeah.
Of course it's a tree.
All right,
Very
ready, gang?
beautiful.
Next.
Busy bees.
Uh,
Oh, yes, I see.
Again, Diane, would be not considered. I don't think this would be considered minimalism. There's just too much here. Yeah. I mean, if you had just maybe the hydrangea, or if you had taken a pictures of the other, what are they, poinsettias? What are the
No.
other?
No, it's just, it's hydrangea.
The whole, all of, oh, that's just hydrangea without the hydrangea, not before they opened up. I see what
Oh,
you're saying.
no. This particular hydrangea, the center always remains the way that.
It's a lace hydrangea. It's
Okay,
different.
oh, okay. But again, it's a beautiful picture, but I wouldn't consider this a minimalism photograph. There's just too much in the photograph that,
So it'd have to be enlarged and maybe focus
Well,
on the
that-
bee
where I really don't see the bee here.
in this.
I see in the middle, like the lower right, is
Yes.
not really in focus. So if that's gonna be your focus, for me, let me put my glasses on.
Okay.
Doesn't look, yeah, I would want a little bit more in focus.
Ready?
Okay.
Bridge and sky, Sandy.
Oh, no, that's minimalism, I think. It's a very good example, in my opinion.
And I converted it to the black and white. I did this is in Lambertville, I think.
Yes, I recognize it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And your eyes take you up and, yeah,
Lovely.
thank you. Anybody have
What
any?
is that? What is that object?
It's a bridge.
Oh, that's the bridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice.
Macro study, don't screw.
That, I like that.
That was,
That was at the farm, right?
you bet it was at the farm, right? I set up with the
Yep.
tripod and everything,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Wow,
We
It's-
we were
I
all
like it.
trying to do that little screw.
Yeah,
okay.
Very
all-
nice, Mark.
thank you.
It's very nice. I
Very
like the
nice.
lines.
Thank-
It's simple and yet dramatic. I like the black and against the red against the black. It's very nice.
Thank you. Michelle,
Ah,
Where did you get those hands?
She cut them off from somebody, no?
Michelle, didn't you enter that someplace? Michelle?
no,
This is so nice. Where'd you get those hands? Really? So is that in your collection?
She's
think-
not here.
I think Michelle is muted.
Michelle's,
I can't see right now because I'm on the, if she
Let's
is.
see, just a minute. Yeah, no, she's talking, but we can't hear her.
So she
Yeah.
doesn't have the,
She's muted then.
just to unmute herself.
Oh, she's,
Then she should be able to hear us.
check the volume on your computer. Maybe that's not on.
yeah, probably you're right.
Oh, well, I like it a lot.
Yeah,
by
that's
the
too
way, I
bad.
would consider this high key. This is a high key picture.
Right.
Okay, you ready, gang?
Yeah.
Hey, Pierre,
That's great.
Mario,
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice, lovely.
Perfect.
really
the
nice.
the bird there, and it's really I think it does it shows some of the examples that were in that video was similar to this. It's very nice.
That's great.
Yeah,
Lovely.
good colors. Another, oh, that's good.
Beautiful.
You showed this one also somewhere else, and I remember that.
No, I actually just took that last
Oh.
week with my iPhone.
Oh,
Cool.
You were at the beach?
Yeah, we had lunch at Rooney's and this was across the street. And
Did you
there were
put the
people on the beach. It was beautiful that day. But I just took this, but yeah, now I wasn't sure again that
No.
because there were so many footprints, whether you would consider this minimalism. I would think,
it's interesting if you're saying that. If, say, just had the center one going from left to right, that would be, but you also have left to right, and you have from the bottom right up to the
Right.
bottom left. And that's almost like an X that you have. And
Right.
maybe if you had sort of like flattened out or cloned out the ones in the background that aren't that distinct,
Oh.
and the vertical lines that are below the center diagonal, that may have made it a little bit closer to the minimalist feeling, but you're on the right track, or so to speak.
so to speak.
RVJ again.
Yeah, that one was at
This
the,
was beautiful.
Yeah, I remember that.
very nice, simple, sharp. The background is a little bit blurry, which I like. Very nice.
Yes. It reminds me of work that you do, Sandy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Diane again.
Yeah, again, Diane, I would hone in more on one flower here, because you have these.
Right.
oh,
Yeah, I
know-
wasn't really too sure
Yeah.
about, I didn't get it. I really didn't.
Okay, because what happens here, you have those unopened leaves, and some of the leaves are like, have holes in them. Even some of those leaves by themselves, without anything, would be interesting.
Mhm.
But your hibiscus is a little, what I see is a little blurry. And then you have the brown leaves on the left. You just need to,
Right.
yeah, when you compose your picture, because I think this would be also hard to recompose. I talked about recomposing them when you do your editing, and I think this would be too hard to recompose. So when you
Okay.
go to compose the
Wait,
picture.
wait, but if she
Other kind.
crops, for instance, if she crops from the right,
I
get-
think the hibiscus is a little too blurry for it to be.
well, that's something else, but I'm just saying if she cropped from the right,
Mhm.
then it would be focused on the hibiscus.
But then the blurry, the up.
No,
above-
that's something separate, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just to give you the idea. Above the hibiscus, you have this white part of the
Yeah.
flower, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Too highlighted.
And that could be cropped also out. Cropping is very important.
All right,
Well-
I'm learning.
It's always best
Other-
to crop in camera, you know, but again, I mean, in camera when you're doing the picture rather than post processing.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
not every camera has that, Sandy.
Yes, you do.
That's
If you can get,
really?
you can, what do you mean?
You could even crop on an
You either
iPhone.
zoom in Or you get closer.
could
Oh,
Or
it's
an Android.
iPhone, I know you can crop on, but
But with
in
On
the,
the iPhone, not in the camera.
No, I'm
wait a
saying-
minute,
Let me
slow down.
say,
What
I'm
they
not talking-
mean
it's
by
not really
cropping the
cropping.
camera is zooming in and filling your frame,
right,
your subject. So
right.
you have the choice of how you want to frame it. And that would be cropping in camera.
Right.
Oh,
It's not,
really? I
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
yeah.
And
But
Diane,
somebody has to tell me how to do that, please.
what do you mean? You zoom in or you
You
zoom
zoom
out?
in. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Or you get
cropping the
closer.
camera. You just
Or
get
if you have
closer.
a prime lens, you get closer.
Zoom in.
Yeah.
Diane, can I just, this, forget the fact that it's a little blurry, that not neither here nor there. But this
Right.
would be more of a close-up as opposed to minimalism.
Right, that's my confusion.
Correct. But-
Close-up could be minimalism. It depends on what you're
Yeah, it
taking.
Okay,
could,
but it's,
But sometimes a close-up is just a close-up.
all right,
not
but what you're
minimalism.
saying
Well-
is that less is more.
Correct.
Correct.
I mean,
Alright.
I guess if you were to select out, let's say that large flower and then put a blank background on it, or
Right.
like a sky,
And blur out the background.
or
Right.
you don't have to blur, yeah, put a different background or blur out this existing background and just have
Right.
that big flower on the left, then I think that would be minimalism. But I
Right,
think they're,
thank you.
I think they're right. This is like a close-up.
Mm-hmm,
And if you had taken, you would be hard because the flower is intruding. The leaf next to the right of the flower with the holes in it and filled your frame with that,
Mhm.
I think
that
that
could have been it.
could have been minimalism right there.
Right, thank you. Okay, good.
Okay, gang,
Okay,
a drop of rain, Sandy.
nice.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. That's, I don't remember where I took that. It is a fence, or I think it's the railing that I have someplace here. I don't remember what I did, but, and I converted it to the black and white. So,
Very nice. Very nice.
It is nice. Lost, Michelle,
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
that is minimal.
everybody was at the beach this week.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Didn't
Nice.
Golf
Claude,
course.
Time for the
didn't
year.
Claude do something like that in one of his photos? Claude has a photo with the sandals.
Yeah,
Yes,
quite a few years ago, but yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah.
It was memorable, Claude.
Oh, good.
That was a very lovely photo.
Really nice. Moon and Watches, Mario.
Hmm.
I don't know. Is this
I think
minimalism?
without the people,
Yes,
yeah,
Yeah.
if you took out the
Agreed.
people,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cropping
agree.
of the
it would
people.
Yeah.
definitely be minimalism.
It
People
reminds,
make it a
yeah.
story.
Right.
Beautiful.
I like the
It's like-
people in it, but do you think the people in it makes it not minimalism?
I don't,
No,
think it does not make it minimalism.
but you can have people, I showed 2 pictures of, you weren't there last week, right, Mario? Did you see my slides?
No, but I did watch your workshop,
Yeah.
the,
because-
of the YouTube
Okay,
workshop session. I did watch it.
okay, so there were 2 pictures side by side of like people up on a,
Yes.
separate- right,
Yes,
that-
and I have some in the past similar to that, people standing on a dune, facing away from the camera, looking toward the sky. I
right.
had one like that a couple of years ago, and I did notice that that's what made me, because I actually worked on this one this week, thinking about that kind of a shot. But
Well,
then I
maybe-
was wondering with people in it, is that minimalism, or is there
Well-
too much here?
I think a little too much, maybe if, like, the foreground, there's somebody in yellow there with the shadow. Is that
Yeah.
somebody or a
Yeah.
chair?
Well, there's chairs.
All right, I would gotten rid of that. and maybe put them more, the people more, a little bit more in silhouette rather than showing so much color,
Oh, yeah, very good.
Hmm.
and cutting out a little bit of the foreground. That I would think.
See, the other thing I question is you got sky, you've got water, you've got beach.
But
Does
it's all,
that mean that there's too much on the canvas?
I
You know what
don't,
I mean?
yeah, I don't think so. Go back and look at some of those videos. I don't think so. I think you can still add this into, Mario, you're on Facebook? Do you go to
No,
Facebook?
I refuse.
Oh, because there's a minimalism photo group. I mean, yeah, group on Facebook, and they have a lot of good pictures.
Okay.
I still think if you had gotten rid of the chairs, some of the foreground, and put those people in that you know, in silhouette
Well,
form.
I could have cloned them out entirely.
Or you could have called, I had an example of that in mine too, where it was in Iceland, and I had people up on a hill with a,
Yeah.
like, looking out over the mountain. And on one side I showed with all the people in it, and then I had cloned out as many as I could. And
I
I
remember
remember
that.
that. I
Yeah.
remember that, yeah. Now, I mean, if I were gonna take the people out, then I'd probably take the beach out, and then I would consider that to be more minimalism.
Yes,
Because the sky and the water are
Yes.
yeah,
pretty close in color.
yes.
yeah,
If
that would be,
I would use this competition, this photo in competition with the people in it. I just not sure if this really is minimalism.
well, I think what you just said would probably
Yeah.
work better. And I would love to see that, yeah.
But what's
It's a
interesting,
great,
Mario,
Mario, it's a great photo as it stands, but if you want to enter this as a minimalism,
Yeah.
figure the top third.
Get
Just
rid
by
of,
itself.
the people on down.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it's
would
not.
just be the
it's not
water
as-
and the sky.
It's not as good as the whole photo as you have it, but just for the sake of minimalism, just
Right,
the top third. So on the bottom, you have some of the water, you got the sky, you got the moon, and that's minimalism, in my opinion. Just put your hand up and block the whole
Yeah.
block.
I could see that now. I think the people in the beach
Yeah.
take away from the idea of minimalism. Okay.
yeah. Well, also
Yeah.
look at videos by Michael Kenna. He
Okay.
also gives, I mean, a lot of the other ones, a lot of the other people talk about Michael Kenner and his work. And I showed some of that on the lecture, in the talk that I did. So watch his videos too.
you know, Mario, can I get a word in, please, kids? By the way, with taking out the beach and the people, it reminds me of the boardwalk that you showed us before. Going
tonight?
out. Yes,
Tonight? Yeah. Okay.
yes. So without that, it's sort of the same theme.
I have a question. What if Mario had composed this, there were no people, the photograph would stand as it is, no people, no chairs, or whatever those things are.
Cheers.
Sky with moon, the reflection, and then the foreground of the sand. Wouldn't that still be minimalism?
I think so. Right, I don't think it has to be, well, you know what, we'll discuss it, because I have a similar picture that's cut in thirds, sky, water, beach. And let's see if we think that's more minimalistic than this is. It's almost the same shot without the moon.
Hmm.
But what I would do is crop and just leave a sliver if you wanted, you know, to leave the sand, just a sliver of it.
That too.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mario, I think it's a beautiful picture. The only thing I would do is get rid of the chairs.
And leave the
Yeah.
people. Well,
Yeah.
Let's just forget minimalism for a second. As far as like competition,
In
you're saying leave the
competition,
people, get rid of the chairs.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Straighten
I
the
think it's a good idea now that I look at it.
Yeah,
horizon if you're going to show it.
Say again?
Straighten the horizon.
yeah, it's a little bit slightly
Yeah,
slanted. to the
get
right.
out
I
of this
thought
big-
I thought I did, but now that I look at it, it does look like it lowers to the right, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Alright.
I thought I did.
All right. Peace.
Nice.
That's the one. So is
You're very
that
good.
any more minimalistic than the other one without the people, right?
I
I
think
had to
so.
download the Zoom. I must have lost it on the computer.
You know what, Flo? The one thing I would say, though, to me, if you got rid of the rocks, is those rocks
Yeah,
in the foreground?
Yeah.
If you got rid of the rocks, then I'd say you really are going minimalism because you've got, it looks like 3 bands.
Right.
And,
I
and
was
I,
thinking of doing that and then I didn't, but I could easily clone out the rocks.
Well,
I
I
mean,
like it the way
if
it
you're
is, I'll
talking
be honest with you.
minimalism, as a photo in and of itself, it's good, but my eye goes to the rocks.
Yes,
And,
Yes.
but like, this looks like that photo that went for like, I don't know, 20, $40 million.
Your Windows 11 update's ready, so I'll look at it tomorrow. You might be,
And it was just simply
they can hear you.
bands of sky and grass. And to me, minimalistic photo, or if this was a minimalist photo, you wouldn't have the rocks in there, I think.
yeah.
it's sort of like a Mark Rothko.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
Another one of Harvey J's.
Boy, everybody was at the beach. Wow.
Yeah.
That's lovely. I would wish there were not so many footprints, but that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, Diane, fall is upon us.
Okay, well, this is more of what we think, what I think minimalistic is. And even more of a shot of the Lacey one,
Right.
be even better.
Yes, because
I mean, you
But I
could,
would have had to cut, so I would have had to cut the other leaf out and just
Well,
leave the lacy one.
I like
Yeah.
both leaves, but I could see that as a contrast. I would want to, Bobby would be better at this on Photoshop if he would blur out the background and dark and make it less green, not as
Right.
saturated. I think you could work on this, and make this more minimalistic by doing that.
Okay.
Diane, could you have reached up and taken that leaf out?
Originally I wanted the contrast between them.
Okay. You didn't think, all right, yeah, you weren't shooting this as a minimalist shot.
No,
I
no.
got you.
so
I
this is
got
a very lovely and effective shot, but maybe not for minimalism.
No, I see it.
Shot
But
of-
if she, yeah, but she could blur out the background and darken it.
Right, and take out the other leaf.
Well,
Right.
I like the other leaf too, because it does add contrast. It's like,
Just say to yourself, this is not a minimalist photo, but it's a lovely one, and I
Yeah.
enter it that way.
All right, gang.
All right.
Mushrooms against ruins,
Against what? Oh,
Against what?
amongst ruins.
Where's the ruins?
this was at the graveyard.
Oh,
Hmm.
really?
Yeah.
Didn't see that. Wow.
You
I
know what
was-
it looks like?
I
It
went-
looks Like
I
a
went-
lamb's head.
Oh, I went down the
Yeah.
row and I just sat down and I kept turning my seat around and taking pictures what I saw, and there was the mushroom.
Who took the bites out of the mushroom?
Rat,
Maybe the mice or something, or the birds, but I didn't. I do have another one of this, but a different version of it coming up.
Okay, you ready? Boards, Michelle, nice.
Nice.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh, you
Yeah.
can. Okay, my husband fixed the computer. Okay, worked. Okay.
Very nice.
thank God for husbands.
I know, I'm telling you.
They're good for something.
This is nice. You have those lines and like the separation between the two is on a diagonal. Everything's on a diagonal. So it's
Mhm.
nice.
all right,
Definitely.
Okay.
very nice.
Mhm.
Cloudy
Oh.
sunrise.
Good
Oh,
one. Definitely a good one.
I had this one in the last competition, but this is black and white.
This
I
is
like
Nice,
that.
it's very nice in black and white.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, this is definitely in the Michael Kenna mode.
Bench.
Nice. This is also nice, Flo.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this, go back a minute. Can you go back? I'd like to see that in black and white too.
Think,
Mm,
No?
I don't know, I didn't try it, but I suppose you know, I could try it. I liked it because of course it was by accident. The water at the top of the rail is
Yeah, that's
exact-
perfect.
even, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Also,
I
think
think
in-
on my cell phone.
without the bench.
I think in black and white, it might be hard to tell what you're looking at without seeing the blue of the water and the color of the sand.
Oh,
Maybe.
that could be, yeah. I could try it and see if it looks any stronger.
You know, you have to work the subject. That's something we all need to remember to do. This is a good subject, and maybe if you had taken a second one without the bench, that might or might not have been.
Well, I actually did take it without the bench, but then it was really, I thought it was boring. I mean, there was nothing, maybe if I had less foreground, you know, just, but I didn't like it, but you're right. I mean, I did try without the bench.
I like the bench flow. I really like the way.
I like
it's
the bench
shot.
too.
I like this photo.
Yeah. Very
Flo,
nice.
where is that? What boardwalk is that?
Across from Rooney's, I forget the
Right.
town.
Oh, Seabright,
Long
okay.
Branch. That's
No,
Long Branch.
Long
Oh, Long
Branch.
Branch?
Yeah,
Long Branch.
Mhm.
yes.
Flo is out drinking and having clams on Rooney's, right? I know it, yeah.
No, I
Flo-
didn't.
Flo.
I wasn't drinking, that's for
But she
sure.
still was able to hold the camera straight.
This is, Flo, this is a very beautiful photograph. And I
Yeah.
like the subtle colors. I wonder about black and white, but you can try it. I think it's nice the way it is. The
Yeah.
only thing I would do to make this a stronger photo is take out some of the sky. And then it emphasizes the angle of the fence when you
Yeah.
take out some of the sky, which is even nicer than.
Good idea, Harvey.
It's a good idea.
Nice. Yeah.
I
Flo,
agree with what Harvey says about the color. I don't think it would be as strong in black and white either.
Maybe.
Flo,
Oh, I like the pinks on the planks.
Mhm.
I like that. Nice colors.
a completely, I like the photo a lot, but a completely different angle on this shot. I wonder how it would have come out, because I think the tiles there are really pretty interesting,
Mhm.
the floor.
Oh,
And
you
I'm
mean just the
wondering-
tiles?
Wondering if you took a shot with the bench, like more in the foreground, you got rid of the sand, the rail, and the water entirely, and you had the
Yes.
bench coming
Mhm.
down, looking down on the bench on an angle with the tiles behind it. And I'm wondering, wouldn't that be a minimalist shot where you've got,
Yes.
That
where you've
would
got
be
this
right.
background that's all kind of the same, and with this bench in the foreground? Just a
Yeah.
completely different shot, a
Yeah,
different
it
take
would
on it.
be. It never occurred to me at the moment, but you're right. Now looking at it in hindsight, it would have been a very good shot.
Would have
should
been, yeah,
I'll have
less
to
to
go
it.
back.
We should do a field trip on minimalism.
That's right, we should. And we could go to have lunch at Rooney's and go.
Oh, yes.
Street.
All right.
Yes,
I'm in.
let's do that.
Okay.
Rooney's in the winter, what fun.
Okay, gang.
Oh, it's lovely there in the winter.
It is.
Sandy,
Nice.
Russ,
Nice.
There was,
Is that minimalism?
I think so.
I think so.
You got
I-
it.
I was gonna say, it's
I-
all one topic, but it is awfully busy. You know, so I don't know, I would wonder.
I did look at one that had, was on Rust. I'll have to
We
look.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I had one that one video on Rust, and I think it was on minimalism, but I mean, it's possible I can tone down the shade colors, or I get rid of that blue on the right. you know, and just
No, I
make the
think the
shape.
shot is great the way it is. It's
Yeah.
just, a lot. Well, you know, it's just my thought. It just seems like a lot going on
Mhm.
with minimalism.
Okay,
Sandy, it looks like a textile design. It would be good for your fabric line
Yeah,
that you're
that's
doing.
right.
That's what it looks like to
Really?
me, Yeah,
Yeah.
like a scarf or one of those
Oh.
kimono things that you're designing. Yep.
Oh, Okay, I'll try that one.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, that
you.
is, no, that's lovely. That's,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Gosh, this is fabulous.
that's perfect minimalism.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is-
very nice.
Very
Like
nice.
Gorgeous.
This is like one I showed in my presentation, using the leading lines. You don't have to show the whole bridge to know that this is a bridge, I hope.
Right.
Beautiful.
I had entered this once in one of the competitions and it didn't go anywhere. It's interesting,
Really?
Who's
Yeah.
the judge?
I don't remember. It's when I first started, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You should
How could
try it
that
again.
be?
That's a
Yeah.
good shot. Try it
Yeah.
again.
It's
Where is this
beautiful.
bridge? Michelle,
The
do you
bridge,
remember?
Sunshine outside of Tampa, that long bridge. in
No, I
Florida?
haven't been to Tampa. So
Okay.
Just,
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Very
there's
nice.
a.
really nice.
I thought it was a comb.
just one
Okay.
thing I would try on that. It just looks to me like it's a little bit, the tower should be a little bit more perpendicular if you go back to it.
On the bridge,
Yeah, it just bothers me that it looks like,
too much on an angle?
I think so.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It
No.
looks like it's tilted from the bottom, then it goes
Okay.
up to the right, the top. And I'm just wondering if it'd be stronger with all those rods coming from it or whatever they are,
Uh-huh.
the cables, I guess. If that central piece
Mhm.
was straight.
Okay, I'll play with that. Mhm.
No, I don't
Thank you.
agree. I don't
Would
agree.
agree? Okay.
Because if I think, I'm not saying you're wrong, you could be right, but I think if you did that, it would make it a little more static. This way, it's a little bit,
Yeah,
not quite
tension.
centered and it's a little off.
It's
But
tension.
Yes, it's more, giving you more.
All right.
attention. That's my opinion.
Straightening things.
I'll play with it anyway. Mhm.
So, Mario, listen to me and you'll be better off, with that.
Were you walking or across the?
I don't agree with this.
No, the bridge is like 3 miles long. It's one of those very long bridge over Florida,
you
So
were
where
just
were you when you took that?
In the car.
Outside the bridge?
No, in a car through the window of a
Wow.
car.
Oh, it was on the left side. Okay.
I might take out some of the blue on the right, though,
Okay. Mhm.
because
Yeah.
the bridge is so beautiful and that's the main thing. There's so
Mhm.
much blue, I think this distracts from the bridge.
But Harvey, that upright is right on the 1/3 line.
Yeah.
That's a very compelling composition, just as it is.
Well, it would be on the 1/3 line if it was straight. Now,
Oh, Mario, give it up. Give it up, Mario.
see, now it's on the 1/3 line, but it's over on the left too,
Points to Mario.
Mario, why didn't you tell me that? I didn't even think of that. Of course.
All right, good.
Okay, speaking of Mario, here's his big drop.
Oh, nice.
So what is that?
That's his milk
It
drop.
looks like marble.
Oh, milk.
Oh, it's milk.
He showed this in the last contest and
No. It's not been entered.
Really?
What is this?
Yeah,
How did you get the
but you
drop?
show something at one of these drops.
Yeah, it was like this.
This was, oh, I know. When you guys were doing the reviews for
Oh, right.
Intercommunity,
Right.
Yeah.
and I asked you about it in the one that I showed originally, some people liked, but I cropped it in closer. I thought
Okay.
it might be better. I don't
Yeah.
know. I kind of like it. I don't know.
Tell us how you got the shot.
It was doing the day I spent doing blueberries dropped in milk and milk dropped in milk, and I took about 150 shots,
Wow.
and this was one of them.
Nice.
And if
Yeah.
you
How did
can't
you
tell, I used a flash over on the left, along with the flash on the camera. The flash on the camera triggered the
One on the left.
remote flash on the left to freeze these shots. So that's how they got frozen. And this one I thought was interesting. I thought it's wild. You see things like you would never see. And here's like a perfectly round milk drop, you know,
Yeah.
Yes,
hitting, and you got the ripple
Wow.
from the previous
Right.
drop. I think it's interesting. That's all.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Hey,
I love it.
And
Mhm.
I think this is kind of minimalism.
It
You know,
is.
like-
Mhm.
Yes.
To me, it is.
Great shot.
well, it also looks like a planet,
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's wild, you know?
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mario, just for the technical part, you had a tripod. How were
Yeah.
how did you take the shot while you were pouring the milk?
Or dropping blueberries in. What I did
Dropping
is I
blueberries.
had a remote shutter release.
Oh,
And I
nice.
set it up on continuous shots because I'm not going to time it. I
Right.
tried that years ago and it doesn't work. And then I discovered that if you use the flash, it freezes the action rather than trying to do that with like a fast shutter speed. So the flash would go off and I would have these continuous shots
Hmm.
going off. And of course, you don't touch the camera. You got the
Oh, you have the
a remote
So
remote
the
release,
flash.
and then I would drop stuff, take a rapid number of shots, and 1 out of every dozen is going to be, you know,
Something. It's great.
yeah, hopefully.
Now, what vegetable did you use for the milk? What were you in, a clear, what kind of container?
Kitchen table. I put black paper all over the table underneath because I got rid of most of that background here. And I used just a dish, a glass dish filled with milk.
Mm.
Harvey, no, Mario, would you consider taking out that little piece under the first circle?
The reflection,
Yeah,
No,
I like it, but
yeah.
I see what you're saying. It would be purer, right? Is what you're thinking?
well,
I
it
don't know
doesn't
what
mimic
she's
the
talking
circle,
about.
Yeah. Possibly,
right?
possibly.
Yeah,
I kind of like the reflection, but then a lot of the things you tend to like when you first look at an image really don't work or help the image. You may
Right.
have a point. You may have
Right.
a point.
yeah, I would take that out. Because it's not circular like the drop.
Yeah.
but
I
Which,
see
what
what you're
piece, what are you looking at
saying.
underneath?
I think she's
like the
talking
reflect-
about the reflection.
I like the reflection. It's
Yeah, I
not gonna be
kinda
the
do
same.
too.
Underneath
Yeah.
the first circle or that tiny little piece right under the circular ball? I don't know which one you're talking about.
Well,
Diane?
does anybody have a pointer?
No,
It looks like a feather for some reason.
Looks like a what?
It looks like a feather right
Yeah, it
underneath.
just doesn't, yeah,
I think it's just refraction of the light.
Yeah, I don't know,
I think it's a reflection. It came out as a reflection.
because it stands out so much.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
I would
And
get
it's
rid of
not
that.
flat, you know, like it would be a reflection in the milk. It looks like it's standing up to me,
Really.
not, you know.
I'm not talking about the ball, you know.
No,
Yeah.
underneath the wall.
Yeah,
No,
okay. Anyway,
I like
thank you.
it.
Anyway, it's an interesting shot.
This is the mushroom, but this is, I call it a floating mushroom.
I like it even better.
looks
yeah.
like an animal.
It
Looks like-
does. It looks like
face
an
it.
alien.
The face of a snake,
Uh,
Yeah.
2 eyes, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you say, Bobby? What did you say? You like this one better?
The
Who said
face,
that?
I do, yes.
Yeah,
no, I said it looks to me like the face of a snake, 2 eyes,
Yes,
you know?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
there's
3
the
blueberries.
Yeah, same day.
oh, but this I love. Great.
So Mario, what I want to know is that whole milk or skim milk?
Or maybe
2%,
heavy
Whole
cream.
milk.
2%.
Maybe heavy cream.
By the way, that shot was minimalism. The
That
three,
definitely
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I thought so. I
yeah,
thought so.
you
Was
hit it
perfect.
on the head with that one.
Okay, Sandy, you want to do your shtick now?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. It should be on my desktop. Will I be able to find it on my desktop from here? No. I got too many things open. That's the problem. Hold on. I have to close. What? Ah, what?
No, he turned on the recording.
Okay, here we are. Okay, Bob, I have pictures by Bobby and Diana. This is not theirs. The pictures that are coming up, this was mine. I took a picture in the
Beautiful.
winter time. That's minimalism.
I like
That's,
the foreground and the background are blurred, just that center line.
yeah, that's my chair outside with ice on it. Okay, this is Bobby G window. You didn't name them, Bobby. I took some ownership and I gave names, but you can change it if you want. Looking out on a rainy day. I like this a lot.
The snowy day, actually.
Oh, snowy day. Okay.
Looks like an icy day.
It's
Nice.
icy.
Yeah. I think it would clarify as minimalism. Maybe a little too much, 2 windows, maybe 1 window would have been better. I don't know. Anybody, any thoughts?
I don't think this is minimalism. This is
No.
a beautiful photograph,
Right,
period.
but not minimalism.
No,
No, I think it might qualify, but I do agree with you, Sandy, that maybe the picture might have been just the window on the right with
Right.
the planter in the
Yeah.
lower left corner.
Yes, just the square, that, right, that's what I'm thinking. You know, I didn't think of it before when I saw it, but right now, yes, I see that. And I would.
Bobby, did you have the rest of the frame on the right?
No,
Okay.
this was my capture.
Yeah, but she could do the whole, that square where the flower, the plant is, and that would work.
I'll just wait for the first ice storm. I'll try again.
And try it again.
All right, hallway 2.
I think by the tub, that kind of breaks it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. That made it not into minimalism.
Right, I would.
Wait a minute. Which one are we talking about now? The first one?
No, we're in the
No,
hallway.
What you're looking at now.
Oh, okay.
The hallway, I would, if you had closed that door so you don't see what's in the tub and
Yeah.
only showed a fraction of the corner of that bathroom, it may have worked.
What
Yeah,
if we just cloned out the things, the pink and whatever that shadow is?
Yeah, but the faucet and all that stuff,
But what about just closing the door partially?
Yeah, that's what I said. Leave the door closed up until those items, just like a part of that room showing.
right.
That may have worked.
That would have been a really good shot.
Yeah. You got a lens ball, Bobby, huh?
Actually, it's a paperweight thing.
Oh,
Huh.
It just as well.
Great,
Yeah,
Works just as well, right?
great.
yeah.
This is minimalism, didn't you?
But
agree?
this was interesting because usually you see the image upside down, but you have upside down and up because you have a reflecting surface underneath, right? You
Yeah.
see your trees are up in the normal direction, but underneath the trees are up opposite. And is
Yeah.
that's probably because you have that on a reflective surface.
I guess so. I didn't even
Yeah, if
think.
you
of
had-
it.
Yeah, that's usually you only see the image through the lens ball upside down. But
Hmm.
this is very interesting. And what you have, water drops on it?
No, those are bubbles in the glass.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
very nice.
I like this one. Stop.
Now, the trouble is I probably should have just kept the red things and made everything else in black and white.
That would work. There's a lot of color here. That's one of the things about minimalism, reducing the number of colors.
But what struck me as I was walking past there one day, not all that long ago, the parking lot was absolutely empty. And then the red car and the red stop sign, I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
And the line leading to the red car.
No,
Yes.
I manufactured that a little bit. I don't want you to think that Stonebridge is falling apart.
Oh, this is Stonebridge? Where's there a round
Yeah.
thing like that?
That's our, that's right before the clubhouse. That's the,
Oh,
Right, the entrance.
yeah. So,
Tower Boulevard, you mean? Tower Boulevard?
no, this is in the parking lot.
It's the parking lot right in front of the clubhouse.
Yes, well, you follow the path to the left, it would take you up to the clubhouse door.
Oh, I didn't notice that round thing. Very nice.
I also photographed it, straight up and down. But I
But
like,
I like the angle.
yeah. But I did fudge that leading line to the car. There was a little bit of a tar there, but it was, anyway, I played around with it.
You don't have to tell us that. That's fine. I like the fact that it is leaning. I didn't think of it until who said it, but it does, it
Yeah.
helps.
Hmm.
And this I really liked.
Yeah.
Through the cracks.
Yes, very
Yeah.
nice.
That's great.
Definitely a minimalist photo. Yeah. Now, this was interesting.
This was the power as a teacher. My whistle.
Why I called this baseball on a chain. You did, I think, did you have this name?
That was the name in Commonwealth Savings. This picture is so old. Look, the phone number doesn't even have an area code.
Oh, right.
It's really old.
It's really old. Whistle is a lot dirtier, right? But it's fun cleaning it up in Photoshop, right? Yeah, that whistle saw a lot of duty. But
This,
it's-
I love this.
Yes. Yeah,
This
that's really
shows,
good.
it shows floating. I put reflections, lines, the bokeh in the background. I think this fits the picture perfectly, so to speak. I like it a lot.
This may be one of the best examples.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yes, lovely.
Now we're at Diana's. Again, nice lines, leading lines.
Pretty.
But I'm not sure it's really a minimalism photo.
Mhm.
Oh, I wonder if that flowered pillow weren't in the picture. Wouldn't that then clarify, wouldn't that make it more minimalism?
But there's still too many distracting elements, the background, the foliage, the vertical, there's just a little, if we had more of the shades with the shadows on it, that would be more of a, I would consider minimalism. So I like the photo, but I don't think it qualifies as minimalism.
Well, what if Diana cropped right at the edge of that colored pillow and then left? Now you have just vertical lines, a diagonal, and two sets of diagonal lines.
Again, I'm not sure, but I would say it's more of a, it's too many distracting elements.
Well, Diana, honestly, whether it's minimalism or not,
It's a lovely photo.
this picture, but I would love it if you crop to the right of that pillow and just look at all, cover it over with your hand. Look at the lines.
You mean be getting rid of the pillow?
Yes, misdirection. Isn't that what they call it in the art of photography? The lines leading in all different directions.
Mm.
I'd get rid of the top part of it then too.
Yeah.
No,
The top part of the fence, you said?
I
I'd
like,
get rid of the railings and the greenery behind it.
oh, but look,
Okay.
the railings, those vertical lines are echoed in the bottom right-hand corner. Three of those reflections are from a similar part of that fence.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just too much distraction. Again,
Right, what if she
I
cropped
think we're all-
just
There's
the
not enough, and
corner of
there's-
the picture, the corner of the picture, and then just the cushion of the chaise?
Yeah.
And got rid of all the other
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, because you
just
want,
have that corner with the color and then all the lines just on the shades.
But then you wouldn't know that it's a chaise, that
You
it's a
don't have to
cushion.
know, you don't
You
have
don't
to
have
know
to.
it's a
No?
shade.
yeah, again, there's too many elements in this. You're not-
Let's take as an example the photo that was a couple back that we all agreed was a very good example. No, next one, this one.
Yeah,
You really don't know what that is.
well,
Or you
yeah.
may guess, but you're not sure. So now
Right.
go to the next one.
Right.
Go to the, yeah. Now
There's
take
just-
off the top
Okay.
and take off the left.
there's
Alright,
not
good
enough
point.
negative space, not enough,
Right.
there is no negative space. That's
Yeah,
one
if
of
you-
the
if
biggest
you-
things about
Yeah,
minimalism,
but if you
negative space.
cropped it all, then all you would have, well, I don't know. I don't even know if you could possibly do it. You know,
I've just done it. It would make a very beautiful picture, I agree.
I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm
Just
sorry.
divided it in four, make a plus sign. And just took the bottom right quadrant. That would
Yep.
also be a very striking and arresting.
Lower right is the whole photo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so like.
yeah, I see that.
Take away the left, take away the top, and you've got the white, you've got the brown on the top of the chair with those great lines, those shadows going across it.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is a nice photo, but I think that the other one is a strong and a minimalist photo.
Mhm. All right, well, thank you.
This I love.
that's high key,
Yeah,
I think.
Well, isn't high key because she's got those dark eyes and the dark hair. How could
Yeah,
that be?
but the rest all kind of, except for the bangs and the eyes, the rest is all white muted. I think.
I thought the definition of high key was that everything in there had to be.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think that's right.
No.
I think you could have some either color or white, you know, some definition, but this is definitely all muted and very white, except for her eyes and her back.
but Diana, the thing is, when I put it up on this size of the screen, and even when I made the photo smaller, even with this size, they had a bigger, you know, the slide itself, you can make it bigger or smaller. You see a lot of noise in the face. So
no, that's not noise.
what you do for the,
No, it's the filter.
what,
If you go close to it, you'll see it's, you don't see it from here, but.
You
yeah,
put
it's-
grain in there, I think.
Well,
Diane,
it's,
you added grain to it.
you
yeah,
added gray,
it's hard for me to explain what it is, but
what filter did you use?
that's a good question.
Okay, this was in Photoshop?
I don't know what it was in.
Oh, okay.
You have so many photograph.
Diana, was it your shot? Maybe they're
This
gonna
is my
put
shot.
on it.
No, it's very,
This is
no,
my shot, but something sort of strange happened.
It doesn't matter how you did it. It's
Right,
the
right.
final photo
Yeah.
is. That's what counts.
Beautiful
it
photo.
almost looks like an oil painting though, effect.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There is an oil painting filter in Photoshop, and there's also a smooth skin filter in Photoshop, but it does give an oil painting-ish look.
Mhm.
It's a very arresting picture in my view.
Yeah. Intriguing. I like her eyes. I mean, she pulls you into the picture.
Yeah. But is it minimalistic?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
think so.
But does it have to be?
Well,
Yes,
for the subject, it should be, but it's
Yes.
not, right.
Mother, you-
Oh, I see. You entered it thinking it was minimalistic?
yeah.
Well, I don't think it's minimalistic, and I don't think it has to be, but for this competition, whatever.
Not a
Yes,
competition, it's just.
It's not a competition. You're just
The whole
showing
thing-
examples.
the whole thing,
Yeah.
the whole thing is the eyes, which makes the photo. They grab you, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
it's the whole thing.
Yeah,
And it's a beautiful photo, period.
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
On the camera.
Camera things. Hmm?
Doesn't matter, whatever it is.
What is that? Is that that's not a camera? What is that?
No, it's a,
But you called it camera and leaves. You named it, right?
no, then I gave that the wrong name. It's a, when you look through and if you're looking at the moon or the stars.
Telescope?
Telescope.
Telescope, a telescope, yeah.
Without the telescope and the leaves in the background, that would be minimalistic. I think
Uh-huh.
the telescope itself doesn't add to the concept of minimalism.
Without the
Mhm.
leaves and just a telescope in the background, that might be minimalism too.
With the shadow, you need the shadow though,
Yeah,
Yeah, fine.
nothing else.
yeah.
Mario, what are you saying?
I'm saying,
Without the
well,
leaves?
forget
Pardon
the
me?
photo, forget, Harvey's right. We're not talking photos. We're just talking minimalism.
Yes,
But I think Sandy said without the telescope and just the leaves in the background, minimalism. And I was just
But-
saying, if you take the leaves out and just have the telescope with the background, I think that would be minimalism too.
uh-huh,
I think you've got too much in here to be considered
Be minimal.
minimalism now.
okay.
Less is
Thank
more.
you.
But it doesn't matter because
It's a nice photo, but
it's,
less is
yeah,
more.
yeah,
But if we were doing a topic, a
right,
subject for our contest, and one of them was minimalism,
right.
that's what we're trying to look at to see if that's
Right.
something we want to use as a subject.
Right.
This would work without the trees.
Sandy, I have to tell you something.
What?
You, in your demo or whatever, you showed stuff with trees and mountains. So I was confused by that. So I thought that with this one guy, I thought this was minimalism.
That's me. I just realized it. Diana, were you at the golf course when I was hitting at some balls?
Is that you? Are you serious?
Yeah, I think that's me. That's the way I dress.
Oh,
So that's why I put that in, because I was going by some of your photos, but I guess not.
I don't remember. I have to go back.
Yeah.
I think if you took the man out, that would be more minimalism than, or just the man,
What-
I suppose.
Well, usually they'll show a picture of back scenery with like a tree on it, not a whole grove of trees.
I see.
Yeah,
Well,
Okay.
that's true. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
this one I like. It's
Yeah,
also
this
nice.
is lovely.
I love this.
This is my granddaughter with dirty nails.
Was she digging in the dirt?
What?
Was she
You shouldn't have
digging
given
in
it
the
away.
dirt?
You could have said it was French.
Yeah.
A
You
French,
actually-
no.
You also
scrub-
also gave it a
sorry.
name. You see it now. You don't, it was a longer name, but I didn't know what it
No, you
meant.
see it now, because what she did, I have another photo where she takes it apart, all of them
Oh.
apart, and then lays them out individually, so
Oh, okay. Okay.
that's why I said,
Oh,
you
so
see it
this is
now.
like a magnetic ball.
Something, I don't know.
But this has 3 circles in the composition. So whatever those, all the little circles and the circular ball she's holding, the hand is kind of circular, and then the sleeve is
Is
a
circular.
circle. So, and then those slightly diagonal lines on the bottom make a terrific background for it. It's a very effective photo. Is it
Mhm.
minimalism? I don't know, but
Right. I would just try to think how that would be minimalism. Maybe the ball on the surface.
striking.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I could see that ball on the surface itself as minimalism.
Uh-huh.
Again, I think a lot of components to this, the hand, the sleeve, the woodwork.
The only way I could see this working as minimalism was if you had the shot of just the palm of the hand in the background and the ball in the foreground. Right? The ball resting on the palm of the hand, but with the sleeve, the wood,
Yeah,
even the fingers get my attention because they're overlapping the ball.
Yes, yes, yes.
It gets
see
in the
that.
way. So, if you had the hand stretched out and you took the shot from the top or looking down on the hand with the ball resting on the hand, I think that could work as minimalism.
Yes, yes.
And again, it's got nothing to do with the photo as it is. We're just talking about minimal.
I understand.
oh, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
lovely. That was really good.
Hey, I'd like to thank Sandy for being kind enough. I missed the deadline and she was kind enough. I sent her pictures and she made the
Yeah.
PowerPoints. I appreciate that very much.
It
Thank
was
you.
the-
Yes, yes. Me too.
Yeah.
Sandy. It was very loving of you.
No, I wanted to be able to do, I'm glad I was able to, I got this done. I mean, learning how to do the PowerPoint this last time and just getting these slides to, you know, get them to look right. It's nice. So.
Thank you.
So next season, when we have a competition and call it minimalism, we all have a lot of an assortment of pictures to enter.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, you hit on something, Flo. I was thinking about this today. Since we've gone to all the trouble for various workshops, we should have a competition.
Absolutely, and it's there, I mean, you know, some of the suggestions, if you saw the what I sent for the next board.
Well,
meeting,
could you,
It's on the website. Just go to the
I
homepage and
got it, but I
Okay.
didn't
wait,
scroll all the way
say it
down.
again, please? Mario?
go to the homepage, but all the information is on the workshop page with the links to, there was an article I looked at, the Sandy's workshop, and then she pointed us to 2 other videos, I think.
And there's another,
Okay,
there's
thank you.
another, there was another PDF file that had a bunch of links.
Your
in it.
notes and
No,
your,
yes,
and your
the note
PowerPoint. Yeah.
That's all the stuff I used to research.
Right. By the way,
I-
nice
You're
job,
really good
Sandy.
at
You did a
this.
lot of work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
Yes,
Very
Thanks,
important.
yes.
Sandy.
I
That
did
was
it over the summer, here and there. I says, oh, I gotta do a workshop this summer, so I kept collecting stuff, you know.
No,
That's
you
okay,
worked
Sandy.
very
We'll
hard.
Give you another job shortly. Don't
Oh,
go
no.
away.
Well, I know
If
I
you-
have to
if
do
you
the,
get, Sandy, if you get too good at it, you're gonna do it all the time. You know that,
That's
right?
right.
I'm not, no, I'm not. I don't follow, but I have to.
Diane,